I'm just looking now at Mount Nameless at Tom Price, the tallest mountain in Western Australia. We move on today. We've stopped at Beasley River. We came in and we've been at Tom Price for 3 nights. We enjoyed our trip out to the Gorges, and it's one of Australia's hidden jewels. Today we move on and eventually Port Hedland. And this is the big picture. We're leaving Tom Price now. It's a very, very busy place. Can't get a car park anywhere. The lady at the art exhibition yesterday said she's from New Zealand, but this is a special place that she doesn't think she'll leave. They have good water, so there's plenty of lawn and gardens. These are the beautiful hills surrounding Tom Price. A majestic view and a majestic morning to travel. This is all pretty nice for a morning's drive, isn't it? A big mine behind that hill, mountain. We are travelling through some beautiful countryside. This is also beautiful. You just want to keep filming all the time. That rocky outcrop is just beautiful. We're now heading into the KARIJINI National Park again, and this is Dale's Gorge. It's just over 100k from Tom Price, and it's on our way to Port Hedland. In the scheme of things, this is where we are. You can see Exmouth out to the left, and you can see Port Hedland to the north, and we're at the KARIJINI National Park, and it's beautiful. There is beauty all around here. Because we are in iron ore country, I suppose it's appropriate to have a visitor centre made out of steel. This view is rather special, and this is a fellow that lives locally. How beautiful is this? There are masses of these pink flowers as we travel along, and they're beside the road and they make it very pleasant. We've caught up with the magic bus again. We've started seeing it down at Kalbarri. Of interest, all these dividers are made of metal. And these are the countries the participants on this bus come from. This is a lovely native flower. We're at Dale's Gorge and we're going to take a look at the lookouts. Pa taking a look over the edge. This is what it's like down in the valley. It's rather beautiful. And this is as close as I can get. You can walk along the floor of this gorge like the others, but this one is a little easier, I think. Magic. We're now at Circular Pool at Dale's Gorge. We are here. Even though this is in the shadow, look at the sheerness of these cliffs. And I think once was enough. It must have been freezing to jump in there. The sheerness of this drop is just makes your legs go a bit wobbly. That's Robert's shadow from up here, down on the floor of the valley.
50 metres away.
Is it? We're about to leave KARIJINI National Park and head back to the coast at Port Hedland. It's been a beautiful stay. We are about to leave Dale's Gorge here, head out onto this main highway, the Great Northern Highway, which leads us north into Port Hedland. Now it's to the left to Port Hedland. We continue on seeing this magic scenery. That's a long one. That's the longest we've seen. But on a road like this, it's not an issue really. Here comes another long one. We've stopped at a rest place for the night, and this is the view. How magic! Shall come back in the morning. How beautiful. We were told about this rest spot down the road, and it's true to what they said. Beautiful.
The Mangina and Mangina East Gorge is 77 kilometres in length. The complete length, 24 bridges and 154 major culverts were constructed. This project was completed in 1987.
And this is how our fuel gets to these remote areas. And the fresh veggies to Coles in Mount Tom Price. It's a busy bit of road, isn't it? How fast would he be going?
5 kilometres an hour, or that's 5, 6.
I think he's in a really steep bit now. Nearly stopped. It's beautiful here. We've just taken a walk down from that lookout to see the whole road. Don't want to go too close to the edge of this. Look at that. Wow. In this trip of ours, there is always something to see. The flowers are very unique and beautiful, and all wild. We haven't gone far today. We left Tom Price after a leisurely start, 3 days there, and we've come out here and we went to Dale's Gorge, and then we've come out onto this highway, the Great Northern Highway, and we've only come up here a short way to a rest stop overlooking the Mangina Gorge road system. And it's very beautiful. We were told about it further back, and it's everything that they've told us about. Tomorrow we move up here, and whether we go right or whether we go left will depend on where we are and the time of day. When we get there, we could recommend this overnight stop to anybody. And this is the view out our caravan door before we leave. How magic is that? And in the main part where the road goes through the valley. It's beauty whichever way you look. A magnificent feat to get a road through a gorge like this without interrupting the indigenous people. A great work. What a magnificent view. We will see plenty of these en masse when we go further north, but this is just an individual plant and it's very colourful against this red of the countryside. This is our overnight camp spot. What better could you ask for? Port Hedland ahead. All these posts are metal. We've seen this gorge from the top, but now we're going through it. 75 kilometres of gorges. What an uninterrupted beauty. We have a pretty beautiful vista we're driving through this morning. These ranges are just so beautiful. We can see Mangina Roadhouse in the distance. So dusty, we've heard about it up the track. We'd been told how dusty this place was down the track, and look at it. And it's the first place that have held our card before you fill up. But look at the fuel they must use through their pumps. And years ago we stayed in this caravan park behind the roadhouse. Even the road sign is dusty. It's only a few kilometres since we left the gorges, and we're now back into this terrain. A bit different. These trucks are long. We're travelling through Mulga station country now. We have this very fully laden truck ahead of us, which is travelling at 60. The trucks are big on this part of the highway. It's a very slow road to China. It's a busy road with these huge trucks. The countryside is changing every few minutes. Here's another one just past us. haven't been in country like this since coming across the Nullarbor, that you can see in all directions. The iPad tells us that we're coming to the Mulga Plains truck dump point and that it's out of order. And there's our magic bus again. We saw them last night, but they must have camped there by the road last night. It certainly looks as if they've had rain through here. This must be another gorge that we're going through. Everybody has to ease back because of a railway crossing. I think we've well and truly left the gorges behind. It's very flat, open country now. There's a couple of trees. We're crossing the Yule riverbed now, and it's very wide. And further south, all this water rushes out to sea. The GPS in the vehicle shows a mass of river bed to the left, and this is a truck stop and a dump point. These are the trucks that we're keeping company with as we drive on this road. And here's another, and here's an extra wide load coming in here. Huge, aren't they? Think I'll get run over? And here's another. They are big. We are travelling through some bleak countryside now. We have a very oversized vehicle in front of us and he's slowed down to go over this bridge, just creeping across. We were able to pass him. Change of terrain, but still big trucks. Our roadside view has just changed to this. Isn't that beautiful? It certainly is an ever-changing landscape. Look at this. This is a road to the mine, so when we head out from Port Hedland, there won't be so many road trains on the road. We're travelling on the Great Northern Highway. These mining road trains are keeping us alive. There are now low, flat ranges way over in the distance to our left. Very flat terrain on our right, and more road trains just passing. We've been looking for somewhere to pull up to have our lunch, but there are just not very few roadside stops. We're being burnt off. It's very flat, wide, open plain country that we're travelling through at the moment. This is our lunchtime stop. This is our lunchtime stop, a vast contrast to where we stayed overnight. And we reckon there's one of these every 9 minutes. We've just had a local pull up at our van while we're having lunch to see if we were okay. That's the best, isn't it? Flat, open country and too many road trains to count. We have 26k to go to join the coastal highway. This is the last road train as I'm filling the camera up with road trains. This is the meeting of the coastal road.
Still 42.
Port Hedland is 42. Things are big round here, over a train line at Port Hedland. I don't know what that symbol is, but welcome to Port Hedland.